Hey everyone, Mad Dog here, along with the new kitten, Viva. Say hello, Viva. Everybody say hi to Viva. She's full of it today. Anyway, I hope you all are having a good week. My week's been okay so far. A little weird, but okay so far. Um, I missed Monday, had a headache. Missed Monday work. Monday work, because I had a headache. But I do hope the week finds you all well. Number one, coming to you today. I did want to. Some people said they wanted to see the kitty, so here is that kitty. And then I had another request. Someone wanted to know what my top 10 favorite science fiction television shows of all time are. Um, I will tell you, and I will try to make it shorter than my other top 10 list or my other list video that I did recently. Number one, my favorite sci-fi series of all time is Doctor Who. Uh, there just can't be anything better than it, as far as I'm concerned. I like all of it. I like the original stuff, and I like the new series that started back in 2005. My personal favorite of the 12 incarnations of the Doctor is Tom Baker, who played the fourth Doctor, although I am very fond of the current actor playing the Doctor, Peter Capaldi, playing the 12th Doctor. His characterization is the best, I think, since Tom Baker. And that's saying something since they've had a run of very good Doctors lately. My second favorite sci-fi series of all time is Babylon 5, which I personally think is the best written science fiction show ever. Uh, One of the best acted ever. Um, Certainly, the man who created it and wrote the majority of the episodes, J. Michael Straczynski, is one of my personal influences when it comes to writing, and I will talk about my personal influences come to writing in a later vlog video. And the cat wants to tell you something too. I don't know what, but she does want to tell you something. Anyway, my third favorite science fiction television show, and this is an umbrella term, Star Trek. All versions of Star Trek, the original series, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and Enterprise, they all fall under that same umbrella as my third favorite science fiction show of all time. Um, I believe they give the most positive view of the future any show has ever done. Um, and I think they're just fun to watch, period. The characters are great. The writing was generally very good. Um, just a lot of fun to watch. Fourth favorite, this is where things get a little more difficult for me because I'm not sure. But my fourth favorite science fiction show of all time would probably be um, the revisioned or redone version of Battlestar Galactica, the one that Ronald D. Moore produced. I haven't seen the whole series, but I've seen enough of it to know that it is very, very good. It is intense. It is well written, well acted. Um, I know some people complained about the ending. I already know what happens at the end, even though I haven't watched all of the episodes. I personally think that was an interesting take on the whole Earth idea, and I'm finding Earth. Um, my fifth overall science fiction television series of all time. Trying to think here. Was probably this is where things get a little difficult for me. I went through this with my wife and a friend of mine the other night, and I can't remember all of them. I should have written them down. Fifth overall favorite would probably have to be. Trying to think. The X Files. Almost forgot. They were again a part of my teenage years, my early adult years. Uh, Mulder and Scully, awesome characters. I liked the stories. Um, After the X Files, uh, next favorite would probably have been sixth favorite would probably have been uh, TV series. So I had this all worked out the other night, and I can't remember all of them. I'm trying to think. Twilight Zone was definitely one of my favorites. The original Twilight Zone with Rod Serling. Um, I have all the episodes on my computer. I know they're all available on Netflix. It is an awesome series. I love the anthology concept that each episode was something new, and there's classics all throughout the run of the series. There are classic episodes that if you don't know anything about the Twilight Zone, you know the endings of these episodes. Um, being very squirmy and she likes to scratch. Um, Number 7, The Twilight Zone. It's all worked out. I'm trying to think. Um, Trying to think. It's difficult. Stargate, even though, again, I have not watched all of the episodes, it is, again, another very good series. Stargate SG-1 mainly. I haven't seen anything of the others, so I can't really comment on them. But Stargate SG-1 is right in there, as well as, I almost forgot, Lost. I almost forgot Lost. And it probably goes up higher than 8. I can't tell you which spot it is. It is in the top 10, but definitely Lost. Um, that's a show that started off, you know, you didn't know where it was headed. You thought it was going to be one thing and it turned into something else, and it kept evolving. Even if the producers later admitted they didn't know where they were going at day one, uh, fully, it's still one of my all-time favorites, and nothing can ever change that. Um, Another one, that gives me 8. Let's see, another one that fits in there would be Firefly. Um, Again, I have not seen all of the episodes, but I have seen a good number of them. I love all the characters. I love the setting. I wish it had gone on longer than it did because I could tell that there was a lot of story left in there to tell. Uh, Big missed opportunity as far as I'm concerned, as far as that show is concerned. But it was still a lot of fun to watch. You can rewatch it. It has lots of rewatchability. Um, and then the last of the top 10, let's see, I'm trying to think. I think it's difficult. There's so many out there. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget anything obvious, like I almost forgot Lost. Game of Thrones probably is right up there too. Uh, it's not science fiction. Lost is not technically science fiction either, even though it has science fiction concepts. Game of Thrones is not science fiction; it's fantasy, but I think it falls in the same category. Um, I've again only seen about one season completely all the way through, but it's very well acted. Uh, you can tell that the producers really care about the source material, um, and I'm impressed that they are actually wanting to finish the story, whereas the man who's writing the books that the series is based on doesn't seem really to want to finish it. I will watch the rest of that series. Just seems like I have so many other things I want to watch right now. Anyway, those are my top 10, at least as of right now. That might change, but certainly ones like Doctor Who, Babylon 5, Star Trek, The X-Files, Lost, those will never be out of my top 10. Never. Um, anyway, I will see you all again next week. I hope you liked my assistant today. I don't know how much you could hear her, but I hope you enjoyed the time you spent with both of us today. I hope you have a good rest of the week. I will talk to you all again next week. This is Mad Dog signing off. Goodbye.